Day 66. We are going through several minor prophets, and we are landing on Jonah today in particular. This is a kid's story, or seen as a kid's story, laughable, very funny. This man runs away from God, tries to run away from God, gets swallowed up by a whale, and there's even songs written about it, very humorous. But it's not a humorous story. It's a very serious story. God has called this man to go preach to this group of people who God is about to destroy and call them to repentance. And instead he runs away because he thinks they deserve to be destroyed. And God takes him, swallows him up in the belly of a fish, spits him out on the land, and gives him a second chance to do what he's asked him. And they end up repenting. They end up changing God's mind. God doesn't destroy them. Jonah doesn't think it's fair, and he gets mad at God, but that's kind of more irrelevant to what I'd like to talk to you about today. All of us have probably at some point in our life been called or asked by God to do something, whether it's to help someone or maybe at a conference or something you felt God calling you into ministry, but you then came back out of that mountaintop experience, or you then got out of that certain situation and kind of rationalized it and said, I really don't feel like I need to do that right now. I've got all this stuff going on. I'm going to put that on the back burner. That is the absolute worst thing that we could do. If God has called you to do something, look at what happened in this story. These people who were about to be destroyed repented because Jonah finally obeyed God and what God was asking him to do. So my call, my plea, my cry to you is that if God has called you to do something or to help somebody or something specifically in your life that he wants you to do, drop what you're doing. Put it at the biggest priority in your life, and this may be your second chance, as Jonah got a second chance being vomited up onto the shore, and God said, stand up, go to the Ninevites, go preach to them, preach repentance. Maybe this is your second chance to obey God and experience an amazing blessing, and he can use you in that situation. So don't wait, don't hesitate, and go right now and be used by God.